Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Headhunter Sucker coming to you with some more Titanfall gameplay and another Saturday story, even though it is a Sunday today. But I just wanted to be bringing you guys this episode number 3, and I just want to talk about with you guys today my run-ins with the law, what that consists of. I really didn't have any incidents with the law until I was 16. I did have one when I was younger, but I basically want to relate this to driving and being safe, and talking about that. That's kind of the life lesson that you're going to get out of this story. But let me just go ahead and tell you anyway. So 16 years old, right? Get my license, and you know how every guy is. Once they're 16, they get their license. They're like, yeah, dude, I want to see how fast my car can go, and I want to see how hard I can drive it all the time, and this and that, without it breaking. Well, my grandpa was giving me his 2006 Ford F-150 that he had, and that was mine until I got my own personal car. So I was driving that all the time around, being stupid, driving as fast as I can. I would tack it out every once in a while at 120 miles an hour, being like, yeah, dude, I can race, I can do this, I can do that. I'm invincible to the law. Nothing really is gonna bother me. Well, one night, I was coming home, it was late, I was driving about 75 miles an hour, and a cop was sitting in a dugout, or not a dugout, like a ditch. He was sitting in a ditch, and he saw me, clocked me, he pulled out, he didn't turn his lights on, and I knew he pulled out, I knew I was caught, and I said, okay, I'm going to try to outrun him. I'm gonna be cool, right? Try to outrun this cop. So I was like, alright, I already knew I'd been caught, so I was like, crap, just might as well stay at 75 miles an hour. So I'm 75 miles an hour getting off the highway. I turned right instead of going towards my home, which is left, at this light in my hometown. And then I was headed towards it was the old middle school. It is now the administration building for our school, and you could hide behind the building from the road. So I go back there, and I go to turn into the school and go behind the administration building, and then all of a sudden the lights come on. And I was like, crap. So I'm getting pulled over for my first time, right? Comes up to me, flashlight in the back of my truck bed, flashlight in the back of my truck, checking to see if there's anybody in the back seat, stuff like that, seeing if I was hiding anything. Because I'd been driving a while before I got pulled over. He didn't really try to pull me over right away. So then he comes up and he goes, license, registration, talks to me for a minute, asks me if I knew what the speed limit was, all that good stuff, the background information that they usually get from you when you get pulled over. And then he goes, so is this your first time ever being pulled over? I said, yes, sir. And being real nice, all that stuff, he just said, he's a young guy, so he goes and says, you know what, I get it. You're 16 years old, you just got your license. I'm not going to punish you for this. I'm just going to call your mom, tell her, see what she does about it, and then whatever you decide to do from there is your choice. So he calls my mom, tells my mom, I was speeding. My mom wasn't really mad at the fact that I was speeding. She was mad at the fact where I was speeding at, because a lot of people have been killed on that highway that I was speeding on, and it's also known as the Highway to Heaven back home. So it was a big ordeal in my mom's eyes. She was kind of PO'd, and I lost a lot of driving privileges during that time for like the next couple weeks or whatever, which sucked. But so that's how my first pullover goes. I'm gonna skip ahead. I've been pulled over about 10 times, so I'm just gonna stay with the speeding or the big ones that I've been pulled over for, because I've been pulled over for petty things like tags and stuff like that, but I didn't get any tickets. It's just warnings and crap like that. Tail lights. Hey, I'm just letting you know your tail light went out. Stuff like that. When I get pulled over now, I'm just like, okay, what'd I do this time? Things like that. But so let me just go ahead to the next time. I got pulled over. My grandpa said, my luck was going to run out. I needed to stop speeding and all this stuff after I got pulled over the first time. Well, about 2 or 3 weeks later, I got pulled over again. We were rushing somewhere, me and my girlfriend. I was late to get her somewhere or something like that, which I'm never usually late, but you know how women are. They don't get ready right away and all that good stuff. And women, I do apologize for you watching this, but I mean, really, you guys take half an hour to put makeup on. Come on. And it just like with shopping. But anyway, let me get back into the story. So about 2 or 3 weeks later, I was in a 60 mile an hour speed zone. I was doing 72. I got clocked at. but I know I wasn't doing 72. I was doing like 70, and this time this experience was a heck of a lot different. I got pulled over, get all my stuff ready because I knew what he's going to ask when he comes to the window. I was still fresh out of driver's ed, so I basically knew what was going to happen. He comes over to the window and he's just being an arrogant prick. Doesn't even ask me how I'm doing, anything like that. You know, he just says license, registration, and I said, shit, I'm getting a ticket. I said, crap. Well, okay then. You know, I might as well have fun with this. So he pulls me over. He says, how fast you were going? I said, I wasn't going that fast. He's like, well, 72 ain't that fast. I said, officer, by the speedometer, I was only doing, you know, about 68, 69. Wasn't doing 70. Wasn't even 10 over. You know, whatever. I was having fun with it, and he's just looking at me like this kid's an arrogant douchebag. And you know what? I'm gonna write him a ticket. So he did. He wrote me a ticket. I got a $100 fine. Then I had to pay at the courthouse after I went there, and the judge let me off. I didn't lose my license in Ohio because in Ohio, if you get a ticket before you're the age of 18, they can take away your license. They can take them away for 60 days. If you get it twice, they can take it away until you turn 18 or 90 days, whatever they decide. Or they can make you sit through a class, depending on what county you're in. But the county that I got pulled over in, the court that I had to go to, which was Cincinnati's courthouse that I had to go down to, so I had to actually go downtown into Cincinnati, Ohio, to actually deal with the judge and all. And he just basically told me, you know, he said, you seem like a respectable young man. I came in all dressed up, did all my stuff, you know, the right way, and looked professional about it. And the judge actually, he let me off. But it was worse though. Like when you go to a courthouse, you know, you're sitting there and you're in there, and you know, you listen to what other people got pulled over for and stuff. Especially when you're a driver, hearing what some of these people got pulled over. A girl was doing 40 and a 20 for a school zone. That's a $400 ticket in Ohio, getting pulled over in a school zone. That's kind of ridiculous. So I guess he really didn't think mine was that bad, which is cool. And also, I got off with just the ticket. I had to pay the $100. He said to make sure that I was paying for it, not my mom. And I didn't have a job at the time, so I paid for it myself with my hard-earned money. And actually, you know, it hurts. It hurts to pay a $100 ticket. Hurts to pay any ticket, and then you realize your insurance goes up too once you get that ticket. So it is a big pain in the butt. So my thing is here, with a lesson learned from my driving experiences, one, I don't drive like an idiot anymore. I don't try to press my speed because my insurance is higher. I got all these. I had to pay my ticket. I lost $100, you know, and it hurts. It really does hurt, especially when you're in not the greatest financial situation in the world. So. Yeah, that's my experience with my speeding tickets and running with the law. I did have one other incident when I got into an accident, in my car accident. I did, when I had my other channel, I was involved in a car accident, and my channel was growing, and I actually had to step away because I had to deal with all the legal stuff. I didn't really have time for YouTube, and that took all the stuff in it, but if you stay tuned for next Saturday's episode of Saturday Stories, I will explain my car accident and explain, you know, what happened with that and all the legal ramifications that I had to go through it. Especially, you know, for anybody being in a car accident, I can give some advice on it that I learned from my car accident. But just stay tuned for next week's episode. Hope you enjoyed this week's episode. So don't speed and drive. Don't drink and drive. Don't do anything stupid. Always buckle up. Be safe when you're out there driving, guys. I do appreciate the support that we've been getting. Our subscribers are growing every day, and we're getting there. So just keep dropping the likes on this one. Hopefully we can get the 25 likes again on this video. And just keep checking back every 1 to 2 days. There will be videos. I'm sorry, guys. I'm still getting over my pneumonia, so it's taking a little bit of time to take these uploads. But yeah, I do appreciate the support. And we'll see you guys on the next one, in the next 1 to 2 days. Keep checking back. We'll see you guys. Peace.